Well, hello there. My name is Chang. I'm always climbing, and this is pumping my fingers air day for 7 days. Here we go. First off, I just received these in the email, the mail, and I wanted to run a fun little experiment for 7 days. This fun experiment was when I will be pumping my fingers every day using these Captains of Crush grippers. Now, I hypothesized that after 7 days, my crushing strength on these would have gone up and maybe relatively overall in general. I am using a short time span of 7 days because I'm hoping beginner gains kick in hard. So, before we can see how much improvement I made, we gotta see how much improvement there is to be made. So first off, using this silver 100-pound bad boy, I was easily able to close it both the left hand and right hand. What I mean by easily means I was just able to do it slightly kind of hard. I don't have the best crushing strength in the world, believe it or not. Even though I am a pretty good rock climber, if I say so myself, I do. After that was the blue 150-pound bad boy. I'm not gonna front. This took an adequate amount of strength from the right and left hand. I will take note to notice that my left hand is much better at doing this as opposed to my right hand. After this blue one, I knew for a while that undoubtedly I had no shot for the rest of the colors, but here we go anyways. For the red one, which is rated at 200 pounds, nothing, nada, blah blah blah, garbage. After that, we come to the piss yellow one, and it rates at 250 pounds. As I'm trying to close it, you can see I'm not able to close it, maybe because it's really difficult. And lastly, we have the black one, the big 300-pound. God damn it, I'm over here just, it doesn't move when I try to close my hand. It's like impossible right now. So those are all the grips I have. Will I be using them all to pump my fingers every day? No. How will I be pumping my fingers every day, you are wondering? Allow me to teach you. Besides the normal pump, I will be using this. I will be using the Captains of Crush grippers. And I will squeeze it throughout the day as I find leisurely. Sometimes I may do a full squeeze. Bang! Can you hear that? Sometimes I may do a full squeeze, sometimes I may do partial, sometimes I may come halfway, sometimes I may do isometrics. The point is I will be greasing the groove using these Captains of Crush gripper, and I will be doing it at an intensity that is very comfortable. I will not train Captains of Crush grippers, I will simply use them when I feel so. With that being said, I will be averaging a roughly at least 20 to 30 sets per day at minimum, at an intensity of not very high to medium high. I will be doing it while I watch anime, and while I eat food, while I drive. I will carry this with me everywhere I go and just pump it when I feel like it. Of course, I'll be doing both hands left and right, but I will not be keeping track to see perfect symmetry. I will also be pumping my stuff without using chalk. It's a little bit more comfortable that way, and therefore I don't have to carry chalk with me everywhere I go. Again, these Captains of Crush grippers will not be put into my current training regimen of climbing, and it will not be put into my current climbing regimen of climbing. This will be done on its own accord, and I will hopefully get stronger fingers. I'm hoping I will be able to crush the red 200-pound gripper at the end of 7 days with at least one of my hands. I'll keep you posted. At the end of day 1. So it turns out I use these bad boys way more often than I had anticipated. I sit at this desk a lot to do a lot of work, and when I'm sitting at this desk a lot to do a lot of work, my hand is always on this bad boy, squeezing it gently, hard, mediocrely. And not only do I squeeze it like this, but I also flip it around and I squeeze it like this. Not only do I squeeze it like that, I sometimes try to hit it with the pinch like this, and even sometimes I try to use 3 fingers, 2 fingers, 1 finger, and I go through all the variations, because at some point in time it gets really bored to just squeeze it down like this. So instead of the aforementioned 20-30 sets per day, it's more like I just do this like 1,000 times a day. It feels like my hand is always on it. I'm always semi hitting with the small squeeze. I do realize that it does get a little bit monotonous, but it doesn't feel bad because the grip on this, the knurling on it, feels really good, and this middle line right here feels strangely comfortable. It's a good idea that added that design. Anyways, that's it for day 1. No major strength changes. See you next time. See you on day 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever day it is. Day 2 with no mode. Okay, so this is at the end of day 6 and I'm feeling really adequate, so I'm thinking I'm about to get this 200 pound real quick. Let's see. It didn't happen. But it's close enough, did you see? On day 7. So this is the 7th day of me pumping my fingers every day, and as you can see, my left hand is very much way closer to closing the 200 pound. Unfortunately, I did not get it. Same thing with my right hand, and I would say it was to be expected. I'm actually a little bit shocked that I wasn't actually 100% able to close the 200 pound gripper. And just for shits and giggles, let me see if I could just do it right now out of the blue. Left hand's my good hand, as you can see right there. It's pretty adequate. Let's see if I can do it. No shot. Nope. Still hard as ever, and I should have warmed up a little bit, but that's whatever, right? I guess I could say when it comes to climbing, I don't think it helped me improve my climbing at all, and I don't think it was actually a really good warm-up for climbing anyways while I was driving to the climbing gym and I was pumping my fingers in the gym. Besides that, I do like these grippers, and I do think it's a nice benchmark to come back to every now and then, but I don't think it's an actual good way to train your grip unless you specifically just want this type of grip, in which case I think it's fine. See you next time.